Alrighty. Okay, so we have Pumpixto in as the resident FC expert from Waka Flocka Seagulls. And
But he's going as Boomy.
is he? Nice. Yeah. Okay, so they are running the double Boomy then. Interesting. Very interesting. It looks like Ugly Girls is running the exact same exact same comp. They've also got the Affliction lock here from PR Chaos. He is a recent Waka Flocka recruit. An OG player.
Oh, okay.
He swapped over.
Yeah, how does he go? Have you seen him play
I've seen
recently?
him play Destro. I haven't seen him play Affliction, and I liked him as Destro. I thought he was really good. He wasn't doing anything insanely mechanically impressive and stuff like that, but he was playing a very heavily objective-focused Warlock, which you don't usually see. He was always trying to help the FC cross with fears and damage and stuff like that. Always trying to get across and help when he could and stuff like that. So I was very happy to see him on my team anytime I was playing YFC, so I'm looking forward to seeing how he'll do here. Mm-hmm. Although it's a lot of different skills, you know, just being an Affliction lock, just kind of spreading dots and stuff like that. It's not really an objective class, but you never know.
It's just whatever's best in landing kills. That's what I think is what sort of team you should build around.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, very interesting. And it's good because they're playing into that 4 healer comp, right? They've got the double Resto Shaman, and this is the first time that they've really kind of done anything to deal with that. The other 2 games, they've kind of just played into it, and they've never really had a strategy to beat it except for that Destro lock, which really wasn't working out.
So.
Alrighty, so here we go, jumping into the first mid fight. Who's your money on, Living? Still on Ugly Girl?
Yeah, the strategic gameplay as a team just outweighs the other team. They don't have that experience as a team. Even if their mid is good, they will lose regardless. Okay.
Double Boomy, here we go. Waka Flocka putting it all on the line. They're going for that heavy mid comp. Didn't like what I was talking about. They want to commit in mid. And we'll see how it goes.
I think it's a smart move.
Oh,
Trendy pushing in there on all the things, throwing up Rend.
Yeah, Trendy getting Rends on everything. Malik was so close to going down there. They're putting out Star Surges onto Yowza. He gets a big bubble. Trendy comes back to help peel Gankerixer. Looks like they're... So the thing with the double Boomy comp is you literally just need to live until you get enough dots out that the healers get behind. And they do find a kill onto Off the Hook G. I think they get the body as well, so great job by them. And now they have so much room to just spread dots.
Panda Slay needs to get in more aggressively and throw dots in around the team and come back in and out more frequently. He should be getting Lusts, so he can support the other. They can support him doing that. Most of the time, Panda's at the front just doing DPS, and they'd be more effective as a team at mid if they helped their warrior, you know, and that warrior was out deeper more frequently, without dying, of course.
Yeah, I can attest that's not easy because every once in a while I'll get lusted as a guardian druid, and I definitely go way too ham, sadly. Not gonna lie, Waka Flocka
about finding the balance.
Waka Flocka just let the a cap go for free, even though they got some kills in mid, and you know what that means?
Yep, pretty much.
They don't have practice with his composition. Mice was the one who needed to go get the flag, but he was getting cut off by the hunters, and Marv's just doing laps right now. It doesn't even matter. You can't pull out a double Boomy comp unless you have somebody like, for example, my team. We've got Gristle. He can flag carry better than half the druids in the bracket, you know? You gotta have a plan, you gotta have a strategy, and you can't just come out here and just try and YOLO it. Peak's still breaking off the flag right now.
The FC, that's right. The FC is already at ramp, you know, getting the second one. Already at the enemy's ramp, you know, like...
Yeah, brutal. Brutal. And that's kind of where you have the argument of whether it's worth having a second hunter instead of the UA lock. You know, if that's kind of how you want to play the composition or not. But they've got control in mid so far. They haven't lost a single person.
I think the double hunter would be better because then you have more mobility and one hunter can get the flag and get it a lot quicker than what a warlock could. Like what a warlock brings to the table. You know, warlock would just be sitting at mid and if that one hunter goes, then they have no other hunter to keep everyone else who they're farming or who they're keeping contained in check. You know, you need always need a hunter to stop people from trying to bend around. And
Low game art being a little bit trolly
Kangaroos
here.
have just got wiped out. They're going to get pushed back now.
Jeez.
Pretty hard.
That was a cute little play by Marv there. He dropped the flag, tried to bait Mice over for a little bit so he could get more distance on his place if he needed it. But yeah, man, Pumpisto running up across ramp, and now it's kind of like, what's the point of having your double boomkin? Your hunter should be holding the flag right now, and your boomy should be in mid. Sticky situation. See, they had a good look at the start of the game, but Twonk City and Fancy now both going around. Mice, there's no way he can test that. He's getting 1v1'd by Yowza right now. The penance comes out. Dots are going to take him down any second if Mutando can't top him off, which he does. But look at the entirety of Waka Flocka. They're just chilling in their GY, and you've got Fancy and Twonk City already up there. Phobia is going to get Zerker. He's on his way, too. It's the flank pinch
just getting
maneuver,
pushed
basically.
Now, back to the set. It took longer, but, you know, they're back in the same spot as they were before, you know?
Yep.
Same spot. 3 people already up top, ready to push him from the behind. Waiting for Trendy to get up there to pretty much get the charge, and then I think it's going to go down pretty quickly at this point.
Interesting positioning
Even
here
only at 4 stacks.
from Maniac. I really like that. He's in LOS of the ramp, so he can't get hit by the lock or anything like that. They are going to swap onto him now, but he was in such a good spot just to keep his team up as well. And all the heals will come into him now. They're just training him as best they can, but he's barely going below half. And meanwhile, Pump Peaks, though, still just getting hammered by Twonk City, Asian Phobia, and Fancy.
From both ways, you know? Oh, okay, the guys at top are about to die. The healers don't keep them topped up, and then they're not going to get the kill in the EFC.
Yeah, this is one of the reasons that I like Wild Charge as well.
Point.
Because you can have a Druid go up there and help. You can have the Warrior go up there and help. You can have the Hunter, the Rogue, anything like that. It's just they have no answer for this now. There's no answer. They can't do anything.
Trendy going hard now.
They need the
a lot more aggressive on the EFC.
Yeah, he's getting topped off, but once that run starts to go down to the lower numbers... Oh, Starfire.
Trendy was a bit too aggressive there.
Starfire. Yeah, Trendy goes down. Fancy goes down. Twonk City getting really low, too. So.
Now they're retreating back. Okay, they're retreating back for a little bit now.
See, you know, I think he got that last. He might have got a little bit too red happy.
Oh yeah, he didn't poke his head out to get the heals when he should have. So he thought the AFC was going to die, so he went for it, but didn't get it.
Well, I don't know, man. I think the only way that Waka Flocka will be able to get pressure in mid again is if they get both of those dots coming out from both boomies. And if they're not able to, then...
Well, you see the early girls, they got their boomkin as holding the flag, but he's still doing keeping pressure on top at the same time, you know? So it's what they need to do, man. This is all about controlling the mid game. If you can control it, then you pretty much effectively control the game for the most part.
So Marb all the way up tunnel, he's in flag room right now. He's totally safe. And if you look at what's lining up here from Twonk City and probably Phobia in a second, he's probably going to drop down and disengage in. Twonk City just got Zerker, and Popiksto's coming on 9 stacks any second now. They're probably just going to try and one-shot him.
Any second. Yep, any second now, man.
Yeah, good job by Mice and Panda Slayer hanging around. They know it's coming, but that just means the rest of their team's about to get mowed over and it won't even matter. Keg's coming out from...
It's as soon as Twonk City opens, he gets out of stealth, that's when they'll make their move. And then usually Saxon will roll in and try and help.
1 star search, 2 star search, his face comes out. Now Fancy's coming in there as well. Phobia's in deep. Starfire's coming out now. That's a long cast time, but it does a lot of damage. Is it enough? There it is. And there is the return by HB. And Marb. Not a care in the world. Just walks it home. And jeez, man, rough. Very, very rough here from Waka Flocka. They're starting to get mowed down too as well. They do find that kill onto the boomy, so they've got some pressure, but I don't know how long they'll be able to hold it.
It's just you see the difference in team skill of them working as a team.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like sure, only they're holding mid, but they're not setting up kills in the EFC. If you're not setting up kills in EFC, you're objectively doing nothing.
Yeah.
You're just like a dummy getting hit on and hitting.
Yeah.
Like you're not doing anything.
Permanently on the
You
back
need to
foot.
effectively. That's right. You need to effectively make moves when killing the AFC as well, or you're not going to get anywhere.
Yeah, and that's just the dominance of this Ugly Girls team. They've got so much experience on there. They've got so many great leaders. They're able to just kind of play any sort of style that is required of them.
But I can't see. But is there any people on defense where Mice is going to get the flag? Is there any people trying to at the defense?
Mice is helping pump peaks though, and there's nobody on D. No.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And Marv also picks for free.
Look at that, starting to push him back.
Yeah.
Saxon going aggressive on the healers. Super's down. Going for Zyron.
Yeah. They just wait till they hit 10 and then it's all over.
Yeah, it's all over. They're not even stressing.
Yeah.
They're not even stressing.
Yeah.
They're already taking out pump, see? They're already stopping him.
And that's probably going to be the third
stopping him
cap.
crossing. Yep, the Hunters prevented him from crossing right there, as you can see. And that's it. Right there. That's already it.
Yeah.
It's GG.
You know, the
it's
problem,
just
that's
being
what
aware
happens.
of where
It's funny because it's a boomy, right? Any other time the wrestler jury would have been fine, but you can't go pick if you don't have mid control as a boomy.
That's right. That's exactly right.
And that's the game, ladies and gentlemen. 3 3-0s here. And I do think we are going to get a guest voice here coming in from this Ugly Girls team. I assume it's probably going to be... I'm going to ask Saxon who